What's going on today, people? This is the Jewish Draft, back again with another video. This time I've got... So, I'm not really sure where... Okay, I'm not really sure where the channel's going, but I wanted to talk about a couple things in this video. I also want to show off some decks I've been using a lot. You've seen these in recent videos if you've been watching my channel, so these shouldn't be anything new to anyone. So this is a combination of the Toon Barrel Dragon deck I've been running, plus Phoenix. My pretty standard Phoenix deck. I'm just trying to get back to around Legend before I start doing anything too innovative or creative. I think the simple stuff at this moment is pretty much where or not the simple stuff, but like the stuff I know how to use pretty well. That's what's going to get me back to Legend. And so far, these two decks have been doing really good. There's a couple things I want to address though, so I'm just going to start off with this. I know my channel's been growing a lot, so I think I want to get a little bit more interaction with the people who are watching my videos. So if you're watching this, leave a comment down below what kind of videos, or what kind of, videos and decks you want to see me using in the future. I'll take a look through all those, see what looks cool, and then once I get to Legend, I'm going to start fiddling around and go with some cooler decks. Yeah, so in this game, it's me running Toons versus... this appears to be, well, you see a Gazuki, so this is probably some sort of zombies, and it's Red-Eye Zombies. Luckily, we have the Mimicat, and this is what I wanted to talk about. This is specifically why I saved this one. Why a Mimicat is good. Each of these decks that I've saved for Toons showcase something why I've teched something in, or why this deck is good versus other certain decks. This deck is good versus zombies because you get to Mimicat steal their Red-Eye Zombie Dragon, and when you get to kill their Gazuki, you take their Gazuki. It's pretty nice, so you can go for some pretty quick OTKs with this kind of setup. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about, so when I first started doing YouTube, I was not a Duel Links YouTuber, so he's got the Sphere Creative, cool, good for him. I was not Duel Links. I started really with Pokemon, and that's what I was doing for the first couple of years of YouTube. Not even years, like the first year of YouTube. I've only had this channel for a bit now. And something I've noticed in the disparity between some of the popular PokeTubers and some of the popular Yu-Gi-Oh tubers, I don't know, Duel Link tubers? I don't know what to call it. Who cares anyway? Is that whereas dueling tubers, some famous ones like Decade and Guns Blazing and Dan, they're not so much there just talking about themselves, talking about what's going on, having a good time. I'm going to go through all the Toon ones first. They're more talking about the specific game itself, and they're talking about Duel Links, and they're talking about the plays and things like that, or if they're streaming, they're interacting with the stream, but they're not going into talking about the day or like vlogging with a video game going in the background. Whereas if you look at popular channels like PokeAim or Thunder Blunder for Pokemon, go check them out. They're great, by the way. If you look at them, they're just there, kind of like playing a game, just talking. Blunder's just going off on his day, talking about whose man's or whatever the fuck knows. I don't know. And I think I enjoy it more when I'm recording if I just have the game going in the background. I talk about it a little bit, but I also just talk about what's going on, because like that's fun for me. This is another Mimicat draw, by the way, so love me some Mimicat. It's been a lot of fun. So yeah, I don't know, just real talk is what I want to get done from this, and I don't think it's super necessary for me to talk about every single individual play, because also I think that leaves holes in the commentary. If you're only talking about this and you're just only talking about Duel Links, then you're not really a person. You're more just like, you're just some guy who's playing the game and knows what he's talking about, maybe, and I don't even know what I'm talking about half the time. Yeah, so moving aside from that, there's one other thing I specifically wanted to talk about. Besides the fact that the channel is growing pretty quickly, more quickly than I anticipated with these last couple of videos, and I'm not really sure what I want to focus on, but you guys can give me some suggestions and I'll figure it out from there. Another thing I want to talk about, don't be a dick in the comments. Is that too hard to ask? People are, I don't know, every time I look at a YouTube comment section, they're always just blah, 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 evil, evil, mean. So here we've got the Mimicat again. I want to talk about why Mimicat was so good in this one as well, because this guy actually has a Champion's Vigilance down there and does not decide to pop it. He probably thinks I have something else going on. But I guess that was a misplay on his part, because Mimicat lets me take his Red-Eye Zombie. I also do mess up in this one. I didn't mean to set the Planet Pathfinder, because I was going to take his Gazuki, but oh well, no harm done. How does he have it? He doesn't have a zombie in the graveyard either. So yeah, that's about it. don't be a dick in the comments. Like, people use tunes. You can be a dick to Weevilburn and Taya Mill. That's about it. But even then, don't tell them to go die or like I don't know. I just don't like negativity in the comments, and I don't know. It's just not cool, man. Don't be a dick. That's just kind of my life philosophy. Don't be a dick. But anyway, moving aside from that, these games were pretty fun. People were telling me to have a script because I seem to ramble in these videos. I don't care enough to write a script. I also don't think it's super necessary because also like just the way it flows, the way all this flows, that's just like what I enjoy doing, and writing a script doesn't seem to help it at all. Yeah. So anyway, how's everyone's day going? My day's going pretty well. You can leave a comment down if you don't have a deck that you want to suggest. Just let me know how your day's going. You know, just trying to be nice. And I hope your day's going well. Hope everyone's having a good week. Oh, happy Labor Day, by the way. Yeah, I don't have any big plans for Labor Day. Thanks for asking, though. Thanks for asking. This conversation feels a little one-sided, but that's all right. There was another thing I want to talk about, but I didn't write it down. Oh, so I did want to talk about, I just got this new job starting next week where I get to go fiddle around with 3D printers, and I've never used one of those before in my life, so I have to learn some programs, including Tinkercad, and I have no idea what I'm doing since I am not technologically savvy. Also, this game is Toons versus Toons, and I showed this off because Toon Barrel Dragon dunks on other Toons, and it's good to understand why that is. So we have the Mecha Beast Hamstrat, which this card has been so much fun to use. I actually really wish I had a second one, because I would totally put that in over the, I actually don't know what I put it in over. I haven't decided yet. Maybe the insect card, the one that gives you life points, I can't remember. I'm bad at card names, just saying. I am really good at knowing what they look like, but I'm terrible with the names. Get rid of that one. I've also been thinking about running a Supremacy Berry, because 3-star demotion leaves you pretty low, and then, like, for example, this has happened on a couple occasions. This is one of the few, so this deck really only loses for a couple reasons. One, you brick super hard, and you draw, like, 3 Planet Pathfinders and a Toon Kingdom versus a Mako, and they swarm the field and you die whatever turn. That's one way that you lose. Another way that you lose is you have 4 monsters in your starting hand, which happens a lot since this deck is primarily monsters. You have no way to protect yourself. You 3-star demotion for your Toon Barrel Dragon. Say you've got a Mermaid, a Toon Dark Magician Girl, a Toon Summon Skull, and a Toon Barrel Dragon. You have to 3-star demotion, basically, into your Toon Barrel Dragon. And that puts you at 1,000. Say they go for an Econ Take play, you got nothing to stop it. Bam, that's it, you're done. So this deck, as I've realized, does have flaws. I've only lost maybe 4 times using this deck of the probably, I don't know, 20-odd games I've played with it. So we do get lucky also here with the effect to destroy his Toon Kingdom. I've had a couple games where I have had 2 Toon Barrel Dragons on the field versus Weevilburn or Taya Mill or something like that, and I go for the effect, and I've probably popped the effect 7 or 8 times in those duels, and I don't destroy a single card. I actually had one where someone was playing Jowls. They kept taking my Toon Barrel Dragon back and forth, and neither of us could destroy anything. We kept getting just a single head, usually on the third one. And I don't know why I remember that specifically. We're going in here for the Planet Pathfinder BM, because that's the kind of people that we are. Toon Barrel Dragon just showing off how good it is, too. And this guy's got nothing, and I'm really glad he's stuck around, because when people forfeit, it's just like, it ruins the recording. And does he have anything that could summon to destroy us? He's got that nice and powerful Planet Pathfinder. Taking out our own, I let him do it. I don't pop the Curse of Anubis, because I don't know why not. And so we go in for the final BM, the ultimate BM, that token direct attack BM. If I had any sort of equip card in this deck, and I equipped it to that and killed him with a token, that killing someone with a token should get you some sort of achievement in this game. That'd be really funny. Okay, moving on to the Phoenix games here. So yeah, if I didn't, I think I said so before, but I honestly can't remember. If oh, here, actually, just because I forgot earlier, and I don't want to ruin the recording. Wait. There we go. Just leave a comment down below. How you doing? How are you doing? Um, so over the summer, I went to Australia, and I had a fantastic time there. I was actually doing... Oh, wait a second. This is not one of my Phoenix games. I forgot. I did like 5 Mausoleum of the Emperor games, and this was one that I saved for whatever reason. So I have absolutely... Oh, I remember this one. I'm not going to give any spoilers for this one. This one's pretty fun. Versus a nice Toon Kingdom deck. Because, you know, who actually runs Toon Kingdom these days? You know, Toons are just so bad, man. But we have the Mausoleum. My first thought was, okay, there's only 2 ways that I can win this. He either needs to summon another monster, and I can get him with the Lava Golem, or I need to deck him out with the Invader of Darkness. Those are the only ways that this deck actually beats Toons, if they get really lucky off the draw. So I was in Australia. I was doing a lot of rainforest research, and it was a lot of fun. And I made a lot of really good friends over there, and I actually felt really bad because I didn't talk to a lot of them after the program ended for a while, and I just started actually messaging all of them. And it's really nice to hear back from all of them. So, you know, the moral of this story is talk to your friends, people. You know, just... I've definitely had some problems in the past where I did not keep up the right amount of communication with some good friends of mine, and... You know, we like grew apart, and I think that could easily have been solved if, you know, just send him a Facebook message or something like that. So we go for the owner's seal here because in case he does summon another monster, we want to make sure we can get that Lava Golem, get it back on our side. And he's going to get rid of another card, so we're milling him out. So yeah, just like, you know, send a friend a message, someone you haven't talked to in a while, just be like, hey, how's it going? How's life? How you doing, friend? Frienderino, buddy, pal of mine. And yeah, it was really good talking to some of these people, and I'm still talking to them, and they're all really good friends of mine. So that's the moral of the story. Let's see, do I have any other morals of the story? Nope. Moral of the rest of this video, though, is don't be a dick, you know? Just be nice to other people, and people will be nice to you. Because there's so many ragey comments out there. I was, God, I can't remember specifically what video it was. It was like whatever time last night. Girlfriend was asleep. I wanted to just watch some garbage YouTube. So I was fiddling around with some videos, just like, I was looking at like dogs howling videos or something like that. I don't know. And there was like some cute puppy video that I saw. And people were like being such dicks in the comments. Someone was just like, oh, I love these kind of dogs. Blah blah whatever, and someone in the comments was like, I like golden retrievers better, fucking die, shit like that. It's like, what's wrong with you, friend? Who hurt you so badly? Why do you need to be like this? Anyway, we're getting stalled out. Who techs in Karibo in a Toon deck? Like, that's one of the few things I don't think should be in a Toon deck. I can maybe get behind it, but I really think there are far better options. I don't know, if you're scared of Phoenix, I guess, but if you're scared of Phoenix, like, Toon Kingdom already loses to Phoenix, you really don't need Sphere Karibo, it's not going to help you at all. I don't know, I don't think Sphere Karibo is good. And he has 2 of them! Who has two Sphere Karibos in a Toon deck? It doesn't make any sense. This is like the one deck where you don't want Karibo. Anyway, another thing I was going to talk about. So, I don't know if I've talked about this in previous videos. Also, fun fact, he summons another one here, and I'm like, oh, sweet, sweet God, I'm going to murder this man next turn. As long as he doesn't have a 3rd Sphere Karibo. Well, actually, no, it doesn't matter. As long as, if he didn't, like, set a windstorm somehow in the battle phase, it would have been all good. But I basically guaranteed victory on this turn. So I'm a big hip-hop fan, and I've been recently just listening to Brockhampton. I did not know about them prior to, like, I don't know, 2 months ago, and I started listening to them a little bit more. Fucking Fuego, oh my god. Also, we win this one, obviously, so you get to see this, and we go in for the Lava Golem. Man, this guy would have won if he had not, summoned another, Toon Summon Skull. So we have one game here with Phoenix. I think I haven't done the sidebar yet. I think I'm only gonna put up I might put up all the decks. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. I haven't decided. But if I don't put up all the decks and you want to know the decks, leave them down in the comments below, and I will add in Imgur links or something like that in the description of the video. I don't know. Anyway, Brockhampton, super good. Also, this guy's a 21 card deck. Don't do that, friends. So, I'm a big fan of Heat and Star and Gold, like, and Sweet and Gummy. Like, go fucking listen to all those songs. And Tupac for some reason. The only song I've listened to that I don't like is Jello. But I've gotten the impression that most people don't like Jello. Well, I mean, I do love Jello as a dessert, what can I say? But, a while ago, back when I, like, only had, like, 5 or 6 views on any video, so I got some random comment from someone who's like, "Are you vegan?" with, like, 6 question marks. I don't know who that person was, but if that was you leaving that question, no, I'm not vegan. Sorry I removed your comment. I thought it was weird. I thought you were stalking me. Oh yeah, so this is a Psychics deck that we're up against. You never see Psychics, and also this was my rank down game because I got super tilted. That was one of those games where you face Weevilburn twice in a row prior to this with your Toon deck, and you have terrible starting hands, so it's lots of fun, right? Yeah, so another thing I wanted to talk about was I've been posting pretty consistently, I'd say lately, like one video every couple of days, which is what I think, excuse me, it's going to be like for a while at least. Also, I hate Psychic Fighter because this reason right here, because of those goddamn putting the Card of the Soul back. Yeah, I mess up a little bit in this game because I do use Card of the Soul again, and he does get me again with another Psychic Fighter. Spoilers, I don't lose right here since I have the Sphere Kribo. What was I saying? So yeah, I've been posting pretty consistently, and I think I'm going to be doing that for a little while at least until my job and school, my real job since, oh, there's one other thing I want to talk about. I'll talk about that after. Let me write that down real quick. Yeah, so since school is a busy thing and work is a real busy thing, yeah, it's gonna pick up a little bit. So late October through early November and probably most of December, my videos are going to be a lot more inconsistent. But then over winter break, aside from maybe like a week-long period for winter holidays, I'm going to be posting far more consistently, I think. Still not sure on everything yet, but yeah, there's going to be some big life stuff going on that is going to put YouTube on the back burners, I think, for a little bit, since the other thing I want to talk about, excuse me, was monetizing my videos. Now, I don't have my videos monetized at the moment, but if it does pick up, so I'm deciding between a couple things right now. I'm deciding to either keep them non-monetized, and if I get to enough people where I think like it'd be feasible, I would just put a link to a charity or something in the description, and then like, oh, say you want to support me or whatever, say you want to, you like what I'm doing, want to give a donation or something like that, don't donate to me, donate to that charity instead. Like, I don't want money from YouTube. I know that sounds really weird. Also, I want to talk about this play for a second, because there's, so, one, well actually no, I'm not going to pause it. He has nothing in his hand, so I know he's in a top deck situation if I can burn out his Psychic Fighter. I know if he sets anything, I'll be able to destroy it if I bring out the Phoenix. So I go in for the Fire King Island. I need to get rid of his Destructotron, because that thing can be an annoyance. And I also really need to get rid of his Reinforced Human Psychic Borg. So he sets something, and I need him to destroy this so I can destroy the Fire King Island. He gets to pop his Destructotron, which is fine. I do this because it'll stall it out for one more turn while I can bring my Phoenix back, and then I'll have the chance to either get an enemy controller or a Sphere Kribo. That's all I did this play for, and it totally works out for me, because I may or may not get one of those. Also, it's important to pop your Fire King Island so you don't lose your Phoenix in the next turn. He has no cards in his hand, also, I want to say. So when I draw this enemy controller, I'm like, yes, I'm back in this. Let's see, what else was I going to talk about? Yeah, so either if I'm going to monetize my videos, well, I either plan on not doing it for the charity, or I monetize them, and then anything I get from there, I just donate to charity myself. I think the second one's a little bit more feasible. Also, I don't think people care too much about me monetizing the videos. I don't know, do I curse a lot in these videos? I don't even keep track of that. I feel like if I curse a lot, I won't get monetized. Anyway, it really doesn't matter. It's going to end up being like $5 or something like that for all these views I'm getting, which is not very much. But hey, everything counts when it's a good charity. So that's my spiel on that. The whole reason I don't want to make money from YouTube is because this is a hobby to me, and making money from a hobby like that feels weird when this is just like a little bit of a pastime, really. I don't play another Cards of the Soul because I don't want to pull out a 3rd Watt Psychic Fighter and ruin my hand a little bit. I should make a Psychic deck. I've been meaning to do that. I have most of the cards for it, just because I had a couple more Reinforced Human Psychic Borgs and a Destructitron. So really, no, I'm missing the URs, so I really don't have a Psychic deck going. Also, there's going to be some heat plays at the end. Here, this is actually a really good duel. This video is going a little bit longer than I thought it would, but it is 5 replays, which I usually don't get. Yeah, so comment things down below. How you doing? Number 1. Number 2, do you care about monetize? Number 3, what decks do you want to see in the future, slash what other things do you want to see, slash whatever. What would you like to see from this channel? I'm open to suggestions, since this is more of just like... This started as a joke, fun fact. And now it's not. So yeah, let's see, what else was I going to talk about these videos? It's been really hot lately, you know, so I'm from California, but I'm living in Washington for school, and it's been pretty consistently in the 80s to 90s up here, but back home, oh my god, this weekend it was like 112 to 115. Holy shit, and people say climate change isn't real. Look at that shit. Other thing I wanted to talk about, yeah, I went hiking this weekend, so that was really fun. It was super fucking hot, though. If any of you guys know things in Washington, Mount Rainier, it was a lot of fun. I was up near Paradise, and holy crap, like, that is such a beautiful area. So here he's going for the Brain Research Lab, which I don't have this card, so I'd never seen it before. And I was like, what the fuck is this shit? So he goes for that as I'm able to Wild Tornado it out. So pretty much, he destroyed the Wild Tornado, and Brain Research Lab did nothing because he took the 1,000 points of damage anyway, which I think is hilarious. He's also going in with the Psychokinesis because he has 100 life points left. He destroys my Phoenix, but it'll be brought back next turn. Does he have a monster? He does have a monster, but it's a Tribute Summon monster. So if it wasn't a Tribute Summon monster, I would have lost. But we do have the Seer Kuriboh, and we're going to be able to take this one back. And he just forfeits right there. So yeah, those are my decks. Those are the replays, I mean. So yeah, if you want to see any sort of other videos, just leave them down in the comments below. That's all I got to say about that. What is going on? I'm going to... Let's see if that does anything. Nope, it's just spinning forever. So I'll just do an outro here. Thanks for watching. This is the Jewish Raph, signing off. Leave a comment, like, share, subscribe. I don't know. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Bye.